What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Chris, aka the Capital Connect, and in today's video is all about London session, why I'm starting to love it more than New York session, and why I feel like this may be the answer to some of your trading woes. So stick around, man. This is gonna be a good one. All right, so London session, man. I'm gonna be real, bro. I've been seeing London session cook up this whole year. Every time I would get on the charts for New York session, I would look to the left. I'm seeing London throw clean setups, beautiful setups. And the whole time I just been married to New York session. And I was like, bro, I need to see what London session is about. I need to see what's going on in London session, because London session has been going crazy. So like the past 2 weeks, I would say, I've really been, focusing on London session, waking up, seeing how it moves. And I'm not gonna lie, bro, I feel like London session just moves a whole lot cleaner than New York. Now, I believe that New York session is really just like a manipulation session. Like, you'll see AM session in New York go one way, then PM session just shoot the opposite way, and vice versa. Every now and then you may catch like a continuation, but New York, man, it's just like a lot of manipulation. London session, you don't really have all that, right? London session, you don't have too much news like you do in New York. It's slightly less volatile than New York session, but you can catch these clean moves. Like last week was NFP week, and I'm telling you, I went 4-0 on NAS 100 as far as markups go. I only traded one of these setups and won, of course. But as far as markups go, I went 4-0 on NAS, right? In NFP, like, understand that in NFP week, bro, we went undefeated on NASDAQ, 4-0. So I really just wanted to make this video, man, and just kind of highlight why I believe it's great. I trade supply and demand. Every now and then I may trade like, fair value gaps, things like that. But my bread and butter is supply and demand. So London session, bro, is I just feel like it's clean as far as supply and demand goes. I trade supply and demand because I feel like it's like one of the most simplest concepts you can grasp, and an easy way to make some money. So let's go ahead and get right into it, man. NFP week, last week, NAS 100, right? The first setup was on Tuesday. This was the first and only setup that I took as far as these London session NAS setups went, and this was just a beauty, right? We got a demand sitting right here. As soon as basically London session opened up, right, we shot up, right, broke this high right here, tapped back into the zone, and it was easy money, man. Literally an easy 1 to 4 risk reward. And look at that stop loss, bro. 10 points. 10 points. Like, understand that you can grow your small account very easily trading supply and demand on the 5-minute chart in London session, because your stop losses are going to be 15 points or less a majority of the time. Once you get into New York session, bro, your stop loss is going to get to 20 points, maybe 30 points, depending on the time where the setup occurs, right? So as far as growing your small account with supply and demand on NAS 100, right, if you're looking for a way to trade indices with a smaller stop loss, right, with less risk, bro, I ain't gonna lie, you're gonna see with all of these setups, each and every one of these setups was less than 15 points as far as the stop loss goes. So this first setup, bro, clean. Break a structure, aggressive buying, tap back into the zone, shoots up, easy money. Right, now let's go to Wednesday, because Wednesday was the big trade of the week last week. And I wish I would have took this, man, because this would have made up for a lot of losing weeks, I'm not gonna lie. So as we can see, right, we were just breaking structure to the downside, broke that low, broke this low, right, broke this low, right? But then what happened? We immediately shot up and broke above this high, right? That's a market structure shift, right? A market structure shift is when, price is making lower highs and lower lows, and all of a sudden makes a higher high, right? So it breaks, so it's basically breaking structure in the opposite direction, right? And usually that first break of structure in the opposite direction, that's when you low-key want to get in, even though it is a little bit riskier, just because you can catch, you can possibly catch a big move. And that's exactly what happened here. So as we can see, we were making lower highs and lower lows, right? We broke this low, then immediately made a higher high, right? Breaking that high, man. Left a order block, a demand zone right at the bottom, you know, mark that up, tap right back into the zone. And as y'all can see, man, this thing just took off. All London and all New York. I mean, it went for a total of like 350 plus points, man. And look at the stop loss again, bro. Your stop loss was 12 points. A 12-point stop loss, right? If you're using, you know, 0.1, 0.2, whatever, that's $12, you know, $24, you know, you're risking. So you're risking such a small amount of capital to make a larger amount, right? And this is in London session. Like I said, bro, like this is, it's clean. London session is just clean, bro. Let's go on to Wednesday, because I know y'all don't believe me, bro. Y'all don't believe me. Y'all think I'm lying to you, but I'm gonna show you. London session is the truth, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm excited as far as this fourth quarter goes to see how things go when I trade London session, you know, faithfully. So as we can see here, supply zone, break a structure, right? Broke this low right here. Supply left, right? Taps into the supply. Easiest TP to go for was this low right here. That recent low, right? 45 points, easy money. Your stop loss was 12 points again, right? You see these super small, super tight stop losses. This was just a clean setup in New York session. I'm not gonna lie, this was beautiful. This went crazy. I didn't take that either. That's tough, right? But let's go to Friday as far as the final London session setup. Again, bro, clean setup, right? We just breaking structure, right? We're following structure, we're following momentum, right? We broke that high, broke this high with this push up, right? Mark off that demand zone, that order block, whatever you want to call it, right? Comes back into the zone. You take your entry from there, and an easy almost a 1 to 6 risk reward just on this setup, bro. And look at your stop loss again, a 9.5 point stop loss, right? Just see how small your stop losses are in London session, and then go to New York session, and shoot, we can even go to this one right here, right? If you were to trade it the same way I'm trading these London session setups, like where I'm including the wick and all, and just going, you know, off the whole candle, right? Your stop loss in New York session would have been, your stop loss would have been about 20 points, well, almost 20 points, right? So your stop losses are literally almost cut in half when it comes to London session. And I think that is huge, especially for those of us with smaller trading accounts. So I ain't gonna lie, bro, London session is the truth. I feel like London session has the cleaner price action. And I feel like London session just, it wins more when it comes to supply and demand. Like if you were looking for a session where supply and demand just hits, and it's no BS, London session may be your session. Let's even go to today, you know, while I'm at it. It's Tuesday, October 10th. Let's go to today on EU, right? Because this is a beautiful setup as well that I didn't take. Like, don't worry, y'all not gonna hear me say I didn't take these much longer. Like, potential, I'm tired of having potential. It's time to start just doing things, right? Potential just means you haven't done it yet. So it's time to start, you know, actually doing this. But, you know, clean setup in London once again. So as we can see, you know, price moved up aggressively at the start of London session. So obviously at this point, as it's pushing up, I'm like, okay, bro, this thing is just gone. There's no way that we're gonna get in. We just gonna have to wait for like a little counter trend setup or something like that. So I was just waiting for a market structure shift to the downside, and which we got right here. It broke this low, left a little supply area, marked off that candle. You know, price literally just tapped right into that zone, and as you can see, it sold off, and this would have been a clean 30-point move, right? So y'all see how clean London session is. Like, whether it's with the trend setups, counter trend setups, like London session is just clean, bro. So I hope this video really helps you guys out and shows you guys the power of maybe it's not your strategy. Maybe it's not, you per se. Maybe it's just your session, bro. Like maybe you need to switch your sessions up. Like my win rate during London session so far, like not my actual win rate, right? Because I haven't taken all these trades, but my win rate, or at least my record in London session, is like 9-0, right? Because there's other setups that I didn't show you guys, but London session is like 9-0. Like everything I've been marking up in London session has been working out perfectly. So maybe you just need to switch your session up, right? Or maybe incorporate London session into your trading plan. You know, you may have to get up at 3 a.m. You may have to get up and, you know, take those trades, go to sleep, wake back up for New York session. Like if you want to do that. I know there's going to be some people that say, oh, you shouldn't really do that or whatever, but I kind of view it as two different trading days, right? I'm trading London, I'm trading New York, right? It's a different trading day. So that's all I got for this video. I hope this video helps you guys and maybe, you know, shows you guys that maybe the answer is in changing your trading session. It may not be changing your strategy. It may just be changing your trading session. You know, London session seems like is better for those of us with smaller accounts, right? Those of us who like volatility but don't like too much volatility, like New York session, who like just clean price action without all the manipulation. So London session may be a session. I'm definitely going to be tapping in with London session a little bit more and seeing what we can do. I'm very excited about this, but that's all I got for you guys, man. I'm gone.